course materials did you download it from the Blackboard? See, when you go to the Blackboard in your section 10, you have here course materials in the content. So download these course materials. It will look something like this. It will not have all these things. So you have additional readings folder, labs folder, lectures folder, and tutorials folder. Then this course assessment and mode of delivery. So we will discuss this one today. So our course ITDR3101 is System Analysis and Design. So which is in the short form called as SAD, SAD. Okay, so prerequisite you have already covered that one, introduction to database. So what this
Master,
course
please
is,
share your screen.
I shared no already. See, it is in share. Now can you see?
Yes, yes.
So go to Blackboard. Under the Blackboard, click on your section 10, System Analysis and Design. In the contents, you can download this one. When you download this, you will get the folder like this. With that, you will have all these files, only these files. Lectures, labs, tutorials, additional reading, and this course outline plan. Okay, so we will discuss this course outline plan now. So our course is System Analysis and Design, which is called as SAD, short form. Okay, the prerequisite for this course already you covered, Introduction to Database. So now our course is focusing on these two key phases, stages in the systems development lifecycle. One is to analyze and find out the user requirements. What are the user requirements in order to develop a system? Okay. So last semester you studied Introduction to Database. To design a database, what requirements you want? Entities, attributes, relationships, these things. Similarly, we are talking about an information system like systems development. In order to develop a system, what are the requirements you need to collect and how to analyze the requirements that has to be done correctly. Next phase or the next point is the design. So once you collect the requirement, start designing. How you design? Using this language, UML, Unified Modeling Language, which is using this one, object-oriented design concept. Object-oriented design concepts you know from programming fundamentals, class, encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, polymorphism. These are all called object-oriented programming concepts. So those are all used in this tool UML. By using this tool, you can design your system. You can design the interface. So this course focusing on iterative development with 3-layer architecture. That means collecting the information, managing the information, and reporting the information in detail. So first of all, you have to find the problem in the system. What is the problem? So I told you in the last semester, if you are designing a student information system database, then what is the problem in the university? Suppose the students are unable to register, they are unable to see the timetable, They are unable to upload their files. They are unable to upload the assignments. They are unable to download the assignments. They are unable to take the attendance. These are problems you have in the system. Which system? University of Technology and Applied Science. So you have to analyze that, understand the problem, then collect the requirements, then you start designing the system. So this is one domain. What is that domain? University, education domain. Similarly, in other domains like banking, hospital, government companies or private companies, any business, you can apply these uh, analysis of problem definition and collecting the requirements, designing the system techniques. Okay, so we have provided you this PowerPoint slides, PDFs, and tutorials. So what objectives and outcomes will be covered in this course? You will be able to understand what is the principle at the back of this system analysis and design, how this will fit in the systems development. So you are developing a system like SIS, like Blackboard. How? Using what principles, what tools, what techniques, that is covered under your course, system analysis and design. So in order to do that, you should successfully do these tasks. Collect the information, do the analysis of the data, manage the user requirements, then you prepare the design. So for designing, you must learn this one, object oriented concepts and techniques. That techniques you apply in a tool. What is the name of the tool? Is case tool. Computer aided or computer assisted software engineering tools. One of the name of this tool is this one, Sybase Power Designer. I don't prefer you to use this software for lab because it is not free. It is a paid software, licensed software. You have to buy this software if you want to use this software. Okay, it's very expensive, so we will not go for that. We will go for uh, the free one, free open source software we can uh, learn and make use in our labs. Okay, I want to show you that money cost. uh, this much is the cost one system want to use. So that is why we won't prefer this one. We go for another tool called this one. Already you use this one, draw.io. You have used this in your database course. So we will drag and drop the items here and you can see the diagram. See, this is the language, unified modeling language. So these are the shapes you are going to use. Interface, class, object, okay, class names like this. You drop here, change here, like student. What is the name of field name? ID, student ID. Type is integer, like that. You have to design using this tool. So this is the tool which will help you to follow these concepts and prepare a design. Okay, these are the outcomes. So successfully, if after completing this course, you will be in a position to know who is the stakeholder. Stakeholder means the person who is participating in this systems development. What are their roles? What are their duties? So you will be able to understand how to identify the problem, what is the reason, origin of the problem, what are the business requirements. In order to develop an SIS, what is the business requirements? So student information system you want to develop, you have to follow certain requirements like Student can take 5 courses in each semester if the GPA is below 2.5 or 3. If you have more than 3, go for 6 subjects registration or 7 subjects registration. Similarly, if your GPA is below 2, you cannot register more than 3 subjects. Okay, maximum 12 credits or 4 subjects you can take. That's it. These are the rules, business rules. So you have to understand this one when you do the systems development. So you have to analyze the problem, get the data, then start design using the object oriented concepts. What you will draw use case diagram, you will draw class diagram, you will draw activity diagram, you will draw interaction diagrams, state machine diagram. All these things you will learn using this tool, this draw.io. It's a freeware open source tool. Okay, so understand the concepts. All these concepts you have learned in database last lecture when you remember aggregation, association, generalization. These are all the concepts that we have discussed briefly, but now you are going to see in detail. In the database, you have already studied in brief. Okay, so using the UML, you are going to do the design, analysis, etc. And also, you will be able to, you have understood this one also in the database course. Logical model, physical model, how to translate them into database physical design. First ER diagram you will draw, after that conceptual model, okay, after that physical model. This is what you have done for your assignment in database, if you remember. So another outcome is how to implement the system, how to test the system, how to install the system in your operating environment, means at the client location. That you will come to know after you can successfully complete this course. Okay, and also you will learn how to communicate in a proper way with the team members. You are going to do the project in this course, so you should communicate properly. So what are the techniques that you will learn here? Fine. Now, what is the plan of our course? First week, see, introduction of this system analysis and design will be given to you, and one case study and tutorial will be discussed in the lab session. Second week, what are the activities that is contained inside analysis of the system that you will study. Tutorial covered is uh, requirement analysis. Use in the week 3 use case diagrams you will learn, and lab also you will practice in the week 3. So using this diagram you can draw the use case. Okay, use case example, if you search, see, this is the use case. Can you see this one? Online shopping. This is the system. So you will learn how to draw this one. This is called use case diagram in week 3. Week 4, what is domain modeling? Modeling means a design. So already you have studied some of the things here. What are the elements of modeling? Entity, attributes, relationships like one to many to one, many to many. Those things you will learn here in the class diagram. Class diagram example I shown you already in the database course. This is called class diagram. See, this is the bank example. This is the online shopping example. This is another search engine example. I think this one is, see, the company example, class diagram. So like this, you will learn the class diagram of library management system: user, book, librarian, account, like this. Okay. Number 5, activity diagram. You will learn about what is activity diagram, and you will practice in the lab how to create an activity diagram. And number 6th week, use case descriptions, sequence diagram you will learn. There are different types of diagrams, this one. So in each week you will learn each diagram. Okay. 7th week also state machine diagram. Up to the 7th week, you will learn how to do the designs. And also see in the 8th week, what are the inputs and what are the outputs, you will understand. Then another design you will learn is user interface design. User interface design. User interface design means like your this thing, or like your SIS portal. This is the interface for login. Login interface. What are the inputs here? Input, you have to type ID, you have to type password. So that you need to identify here. What are the inputs? What are the outputs? So when you type the user ID and password as an input, you will get some output. Okay. Then lab, similarly, you will do it in the 9th week. Next is, you have studied already this one, systems development life cycle. In the database you studied, in the principles of information system you studied. But in addition, what is this agile development you will study? And we will discuss here about your project. Okay, 11th week onwards, you will learn the object-oriented principles. What are the fundamental principles of object-oriented concepts in designing? How you can create multi-layer system using these object-oriented concepts. That will be studied in 12th week. And in 13th week, testing the system. Deploying means installing the activities like planning, managing, implementation, testing, deployment. All these things will be covered in the last 13th lecture. Okay, testing, implementation, deployment, those things. Finally, what are the latest technologies existing in the current market for developing a system? Current trends. Okay, 14 weeks, and 15th week we will do the revision presentations for your project, etc. So you have 2 weeks lecture, 2 weeks the lab. So you have to work as a group. Don't expect to explain and spoon feed you everything in the class. So you have to learn some things by yourself. So you have to learn the tool and apply the tools for any system. Maybe it is a student information system, maybe it is a library system, maybe it's a hospital system, maybe it's a banking system or online shopping, car sales, anything. Okay, what are the softwares we use for the labs are Windows 10. Uh, this one we don't use. I told you the reason. It is not open source. It is very expensive and it will take more space in your computer. So instead of that, we go for this one, open source one, draw.io, click start, smart UML. Any one of them we can use. Like I have shown you here, this one. This is draw.io. So you can create your account and you can log in, then you can able to save to your Google Drive or somewhere these pictures, these diagrams. And later you can modify also, you can edit, you can change. Now coming to the marks distribution, you have 20 marks for the midterm, quiz carries 5 marks, practical exam carries 10 marks, project 15 marks. So project you have 3 people in the group. Okay, stage by stage you have to submit, not like your introduction to database, doing something scrap and finally submitting. So stage by stage you have to, I will give the time deadline. So in that time you have to submit the project. So 50 marks for the internals, 50 marks for the final exam. Final exam will be on campus and the remaining exams will be online. Till as of now, this is the current information. Okay. So project will be in 3 parts: deliverable 1, output 1, proposal you have to bring and show me, 5 marks. Then SRS document, 5 marks. Presentation, 5 marks, 15 marks. Okay, this is about the delivery mode. So all the final assessments are to be done on campus and other assessments will be done online except final exam. So these are the current delivery mode options for the pandemic, during this pandemic. If any further changes comes, I will inform you. Okay. So suggested textbooks for you is this one. This is available in our library. If anyone visits our college library, you can collect this book or this book from our campus. I think you can search online and also you can get the free copy there. Check. For the other topics like object-oriented design, these books are also there. If you want in the library, you can get them, or online you can search them. Okay, so this is about our course delivery plan, assessment methods, outcomes, okay, all those things. What softwares we use in our course. So when you go to your lectures here, you have the same thing here. Course outline, whatever I discussed now is given here. System analysis is nothing but it is the process. These are the steps of understanding the details of the system, what it will do. Our SIS will do what? It stores the student information, it stores the subject information, your marks, teacher information, everything. System design, how the components of the information systems should be physically implemented. So advising is one thing, attendance is one thing, transcripts is one thing, reports generation is one thing. These are all components. How the components of the information system should be implemented physically, that is nothing but your design steps. Why this system analysis is important? So successful system means you should do the designing properly. If you don't do the design properly, your system is a failure. Same story I told you in the database. If you do the design, everything will be good, working fine. Otherwise, your database will be corrupted. It will become slow. This concept, system analysis and design, is used in most of the industries. Proven techniques are there. to solve the problems in the industry. And also you can choose the career growth. You can become a system analyst. So if you visit any ministry, here, see when you go here, Wazaratul Saha, is the department there, okay, IT department. So in that IT department, you have systems. Who will maintain those systems? Who will take care of that? System analyst, designer, database engineer, database developer, network specialist, security specialist, all these things, all these people will be there. So you can get employed in such type of uh, job roles, I can say. You can target these jobs. Okay. So that is what here it is given. You can find out the career path. There is a good demand for the system analysis skills. So when you search in the IT company, you can search the job like this here, system analyst. And you see here, Oman LNG, they want application analyst. See here, this one, this company, they want internet analyst. So there are many jobs. See system analyst, Omani system analyst engineer, Alsi technical company, Sarco. Like this, you can learn and market your skills in various fields. So we all discuss these things in the course plan. So these are those things. What is the objective? What is the outcome? What you are going to learn? And which software tools we are going to use. So I told you we are using this one. This is the Word file. This is the Word file which I explained to you. And in the lectures, the 0th lecture is this one. They converted this into PPT and they are showing you. And these are the lectures. See what topics we will teach in our course. These are all related to diagrams. What you will learn using the draw.io. Use case diagram, modeling, activity diagram, sequence diagram, state machine diagram, etc. And this is the distribution of marks as I told you. So group project you will do. So you have to prepare a document. Name of the document is SRS document. And you have to deliver 3 outputs stage by stage. See, it can be a fictitious, means it's an idea of a business or an organization. So if your father is having a business for that system, how you will design the proposal. Fictitious means not existing or existing. Any example you can take. Okay. So suggested books, as I told you, this one. So this is the brief information about this course. If you have any questions, please you can ask. Students.
No question. Thank you, Mr.
Mazin, who is this? Osama, Momen, Muad,
No,
Khalid.
sir.
No,
Okay, so
Mr. No
it's too
question.
late. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
We will start the lecture now.
What time, Mister? Next week, inshallah.
Inshallah, come with fresh mind. We will start in the next class. So I will just take your attendance. Boys, you have to perform well in this course.
Don't worry, Mister.
हुदा खमीज मौजूद.
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Khalid is मौजूद. Seham मौजूद. Seham is there. Seham. Khadija. Khadija. Khadija morning also absent. She's Saja.
Yes, Mr.
Muat is present. Anwar.
Yes, Mister.
Bushra is present. Suraya. Shahad.
Yes, Mr.
Rashid. Rashid is absent, I think.
Yes, Mister.
Present? Okay. Uh, Rashid is over. Zion.
Yes, Mister.
Abrar.
Yes, Mr.
Osama is there. Maryam Al-Alawi.
Yes, Mister. I am here.
Reem Al-Jabri.
Yes, Mr.
Maryam Al-Mamari.
Yes, Mister.
Numaira. I think Numaira is absent. Numaira is absent. Yusra.
Yes, Mr.
Reem Al-Khuzairi. मौजूद. Reem. Sahla.
Yes, Mr.
Basma. Basma मौजूद. Balqis. Khalud.
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
Mr. Here.
Khalud Al-Jafri is there.
Yes.
Momen is there. Okay. One. Numaira absent. Khadija absent. Okay. Okay, students. So we will meet in the next class. Thanks for your patience. Okay. So download the course materials and have a look. Go through it. We will ask questions and interactive session we will have in the next class.